Your article. This is a historic, important piece. I should have done it a long time ago. I probably have. God, what happened to the old rail yard and the Gothic black coming into this grand Junction City? It's not a Junction City anymore. So this is important. This was done illegally. The back part of this. So I bid this when this was happening, and I was the only cement-based restoration guy in this town. I have 10,000 of them, and I'm like, no, it's against the law. It's on the National Registry. You can't put fake EFS on it. So I've repaired it multiple times over the years, and it was done illegally. It's horrific. And I told him this would happen, so it needs to be tore off and restored proper. Now this is important. This is the National Museum. This thing was, when the railroad walked away, it should have been used to the depot like we use in San Diego and Santa Fe. But this is important because we're getting a new curator here. You know, everything got looted and stole out of here in the early 80s, late 70s. The great Junction City. But that's got to be tore off and restored. I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll do it for free. And so, and I'm it. I mean, and I'll come out of retirement for it. You know, I built the tree in the museum. I restored the Wesley Hodge Museum. I'm it. I'm the only one who knows how to do it. The cement base. That's it. You're the last of the Mohicans. So, the car museum inside there, I was just talking to, they had a really great volunteer in there named Lee, who knows his shit. So, you know, that's the Matt Brownie. I knew Matt really well. Put them back the way they were, and where's the license plates? Where's all the license plates that were on the wall? They're missing in action. They need to be put back in this incredible, incredible museum. You know, this building's so fucking grand. I used to ride the train here clear into the 80s. You know, back when we were teenagers, we'd ride it, you know, the Pioneer. I used to love to ride it all the way to Oregon, up to Columbia. Because, of course, we had alternative motives because the federal statute let you drink when you was teenagers. So, but this needs to be ripped back off and redone. So, it's an incredible, incredible building. So there used to be the giant chalkboard up here. And there was a clock right here. The rumor is it was stole out of here and sold for scrap when the railroad walked away. And I can say that was a relative of mine that restored that. That's his last piece, by the way. You know, he did all those great ones in New York out there at the island, not Ellis Island, one next to it. They let him be destroyed in New York. That's his very last one. And that was private people that came in and brought him in to restore these. His last work before he died. So this needs to be, we're getting a new curator. So the trestle, I live on the trestle. I grew up right there. Doesn't need to go over the lake anymore. There ain't much lake. So if you wanted to get this, that needs to be restored and restored. I want to show you this. It's an incredible building. It needs to be done right this time. Hire a curator that has some passion about Ogden, that has some passion about the railroad, has some passion about history. You know. Hands up, John, don't shoot. Yeah, that's him. Yeah, that's him. Hands up, don't shoot, John. Hands up, don't shoot. So, Max. His car clutch, I knew Matt really well back in the day. He died in '87. They auctioned off at Balboa.
To the IRS office.
I just want to get a little video of that car. That's the guy right here. This guy knows what he's talking about.
Oh, God.
He's the man. But we need those license plates back. Every year used to be on the wall there. They had a water damage here. And I would really vote for them putting the cars back on the angles.
Maybe you got to volunteer to put them back.
I'll do it. I'll do it. I already said I'd volunteer. I already have. I volunteer all over this town. If you knew the work I did in this town, volunteer. The tree in the Children's Museum.
There you go. There's your next volunteer job.
The tree in the Children's Museum. Oh, I built that.
I get a lot of people asking
for free
license plates all the time, and I just say I don't know anything about it.
They're in the basement.
They went away back before I was here.
They're in the basement.
I'll give you a good comment. You've been over to the tree house.
I built the tree.
Okay? They should have a 30-inch wingspan, styrofoam P-51 Mustang that's set up to be run on a control, because I had it over at Aerospace Museum in a control box, right? So the kids could learn pitch, yaw, and roll.
There you go.
It ran off of the air of
Nice.
fans coming into blades,
Nice.
right? I used to teach.
That's a nice museum. That's a well-run museum.
Yeah.
Really well run. That's because they kept the city out of it. They're not involved. It's private.
Well, me and the boss got into it one day. One of his,
Her, she runs it. Linda.
no, the interns that they used to bring in,
Oh.
the kids from the college.
Yeah.
And she come in one day and cut off short shorts. Well, one, she signed a paper that said dress code. That was violation of dress code. And I kind of made a comment, and he didn't like it. And he said, well, you need to. I said, you know what? Why don't you take your little girlfriends and all that shit and cram it, and walked out the door. But I took all the stuff out of the education center I had built.
That's a grand museum, by the way.
And I was there when Hallison helped, or when Halverson was there.
Yeah, yeah.
And when we built that,
Yo, Dennis Osmond broke his back working on that in there.
I was there and part of the design of that education.
Yeah, he's from New York. That dude, the architect that put it together. But this one is a grand museum too. Just needs a little TLC.
Yep.
Hey, do I get to count him twice? He came in twice here.
Yeah, you charge me twice. Send me a bill. So they used to be on an angle here. Put them back on the angle. I used to work from that down here.
So I went in there because I couldn't get an appointment with the IRS. I walked in the door.
But they used to have every single license plate on the wall. They had a water damage leak here just recently. And so, put them back. But like I said, that dude ain't got a clue. Not him, the other one. If he knew the volunteer work I do in this town over the years, that's typical for these. You know. Careful who you run your mouth to is all I say. Anyway, you used to have every single year license plate right there on the wall. Where are they at? And they used to all sit on an angle in here. So anyway. First thing, the back of that fake ephes has got to come off. I'll do it. I could write a whole book on Durant. He didn't show up to the ceremony. I did. 150 and 100. Chevrolet. They're Matt Browning's cars. They got auctioned off at Coronado in '87. These are the ones he donated. That's real. That's real. That's real.
And I said, well, I'm just trying to make an appointment with you guys. He said, you turn off that cell phone right now. You know, and he was
Yeah, see ya.
I'm going to call security and they're going to keep you out of here.
And some of these dudes, they get working in here. That's the problem. The one guy, he knows his shit. He's smart. He's passionate. But hands up, John. So, again, getting a new curator. We need one that has a passion for Ogden, for the railroad, for history. This is history. Don't get more history than this place. So again, let's end this. These are my favorite. How cool is that freaking mosaic? That's some tile work, huh? There used to be so many passionate people in this town about the railroad, about history. Not so much anymore.
See the train? Whoa.
So our First thing, this ephes needs to be tore off. It should have never been there in the first place, and I told them that then. That was freaking 30 years ago. I argued with them, fought with them. I says, it's against the law, it's junk. I'll do it. Of course, they got it done for, 30 cents on the dollar. They want to pay an artisan, which was illegal. It's ephes, it's against the law, it needs to come off. Just tear it off and I'll restore it. I'll come out of retirement just for one job. Great Junction City. I'm 7th generation here. Fuck, I could write books after, well, this isn't a fucking book. It's the most Freudian city in the world. So, anyway, I'm glad I got that. Some of these guys are volunteering here. We need to get some, I don't know. It needs to be changed. It needs to be run properly. Somebody that has a passion for Ogden. This is the National Museum. By the way, I did the plaster on the back of 25th Street, that building. That's all my work. It's all cement, hand stuff. I have dozens of them. I restored so much of this building, freak you can't tell, over the years. So, anyway, 150, the railroad was a joke. It was run right here. That was terrible. I was out there. I videoed, it's all online. 100, it was John Wayne and Johnny Cash. We go from that to Dirty Herbie. So, what's happened in this city in the last 30 years is disturbing. We need to bring it back. We need some passionate people that care about Ogden, care about the history, care about the architecture. We need it to come back. And it can be done. The foundation's here. But you get people that don't care, and, well, people that are so-called artisans that move in here that aren't artisans, that ain't even from here, don't know anything about the Great Junction City. But again, first thing first, this burned down in 1922. And then it's set halfway done, and then a brick fell off and killed him, the clerk. And so they tore it down, erased it, and rebuilt this masterpiece. And it's a gem. So, but 60, 70, 80,000 people a day used to pass. I used to ride the train here, and I ain't that old, am I? So first thing first, tear that ephes off. And let's put it back to original cement-based plaster. And I'll do it. I'll come out of retirement, and I'll do it for free. I built the tree in the Children's Museum. I did it for free because I give myself away, and I give, and I give. So, Great Junction City. Whoa, whoa. J.L.I. Smith, Jim Bridger right there. Ha! Whoa.